Hey there, it's Rebecca with Be the Change, Change the World, and I want to share a few quick little time management strategies with you. I have a couple of different study buddies that I meet with once a week, and we discuss kind of our progress, we set goals, and we hold each other accountable for some of the things that we're working on with our online marketing and with our businesses. And so last week I was meeting with one of my buddies and I was asking him kind of like what his goals were for this next week, and it kind of came up that he doesn't really have a set time every day where he prepares and studies and accomplishes tasks. And so one of the things that I suggested for him was that he decide either at the beginning of the week or the night before, depending on you and your schedule and your lifestyle. You have to determine if it's going to work better for you to say, every single day I'm going to study at the same exact time, or if it needs to be different every day. I still recommend that you decide the night before or at the beginning of each week or the beginning of each month, depending on you, and commit yourself to a certain amount of hours and time of the day that you're going to work. Especially, I recommend this if this is not your full-time job and you have a job or you're also taking care of a family or maybe even doing both. And I, for instance, have two other jobs and I take care of my little toddler. And so I have a really, really busy schedule. And if I don't decide ahead of time what exactly I'm going to do that day, how many hours I'm going to put in and when I'm going to put them in, then the day gets away from me and it doesn't happen. So anyway, I found that it works best for me to say, I've committed myself to 10 to 12 hours a week, or I've committed myself to 20 hours a week or 40 hours a week, whatever it is. Commit yourself to a weekly commitment of how much time you're going to invest in this. And then once you've made that commitment, map out each day when you're going to fit in that block of time. And so for me, I'll say, well, today it's going to work for me to work on this from 6 to 8 p.m., or it's going to work for me to work on it from 8 to 10 p.m., or tomorrow I'm going to be able to work on this from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., whatever it is. And I actually pencil it in and make sure that I have set that time aside, and I make sure that I'm really going to be able to invest when it is time to go sit down. Here's strategy number 2. Keep a running list of all the different things that you're working on. So that way, if you get to one of those time blocks that you've set aside and you're not really sure how to spend your time, you can go back and look at your running list. And you can either choose based on, if there's something you're just really not in the mood to do, then maybe put that off and choose something that you want to do to get started. And then after you've done something that you enjoy more, you can do the thing that's a little less enjoyable for you. But you can always go refer to that list so that you're really making the best use of the time that you have, especially if your time is limited that you have to commit to this. And possibly even if you have a lot of time to commit to it, it could be really easy to think, oh, I've got all day to do this. But if you plan out when you're going to work on your business and when you're going to work on your online marketing, then you have a list and you can go look at it. Like, for instance, I can look at my list and there's 10 or 12 things on there, and I kind of look at it and prioritize, well, what's most important? So anyway, time management, simple little strategies that make a big, huge difference. Let me know if these are helpful tips for you, if you'd like more tips, and I hope this has been helpful for you. Thanks. Have a great day. Be the change. Change the world.